This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com. Hey everybody, it's your old pal Rob. Today, we're looking at a game that is coming to Kickstarter. And if any of you have had the chance to play Guards of Atlantis, okay, a phenomenal, great game that was funded a few years ago. Really a lot of fun in the style of a MOBA. Well, guess what? Coming to Kickstarter is Guards of Atlantis 2. Now, this is the prototype box that I got, and basically, you know, it's not the finished art or anything like that. All the stuff you're going to see, even though it looks amazing, is going to be all prototypes. So, without further ado, let's go check out this amazing Kickstarter that's coming. And boy, do I hope this gets funded, because boy, I want to play this. Let's go down the table and check it out. Okay, as you can see, these are not the final components. This is just a prototype. Even the miniatures are prototypes, and they're absolutely beautiful. So I'm just going to explain a little bit up top here, and then we're going to go down and we're really going to take a look at this phenomenal game. Now, basically how everything pretty much works is that you're going to have a hero on this side that is going to be defending this area, such as here. You are going to have a whole bunch of respawn tokens on each side. So, for instance, a 4-player game, which is probably the ultimate of playing this, is at 4 players. You're going to have each player is going to control a character. You're going to be a team. You can only have very limited contact with each other. That's why if you try to run 2 characters, it's really impossible, because of the limited contact that you're supposed to know what you're doing. Now, the way this works is that you're going to be fighting with these minions, and as these minions move to each area, once you win that area, you're going to capture another area and reset up. For instance, if the blue here was pretty much just about eliminated here, as you can see, you have 4 guys, 5 guys that are still alive. That's a difference of 3. That would eliminate 2 at an end of a round. Then you would reset up in this area here. Okay, and then finally, if you lost this area, they would capture here. But the way this all kind of comes about, and really is just amazing, is how you go about doing this. And that's by taking your heroes. Your heroes are going to have a bunch of cards with a bunch of different abilities. You're going to have these starting cards in your hand. Okay, and these things here are going to help you along and pretty much determine what you're going to do. Now, we'll talk about these, how they all play out. But what you're going to do is, like these 2 gold are attack cards. They're going to help you attack. So if you have a certain situation where you can attack. There's movement. You have a movement card that's going to help move you. What you're going to do is take one of these cards each turn and put it down. And then your opponent's also going to do the same thing. Then you're going to reveal the card, and depending on your initiative, which is on the left-hand side here, that's who's going to make the first move. You're going to be moving your heroes. You can attack minions to get rid of minions, so hopefully you can push forward, or you're going to have to deal with an opposing hero, and you're going to have to try to kill them. Now, if you kill that opposing hero, okay, they're going to come back, and they don't die. What they do is actually use a respawn counter. If they have no more spawn counters, well, guess what? They're going to lose the game. So there's a couple of ways to lose the game. Number 1, overtake or kill them enough times that they run out of respawn tokens. Each time you kill a minion or a hero, you're going to receive coins, and you're going to be able to upgrade your deck. And this is level 1, and then over here, you're going to have a whole bunch of different types of cards here that you're going to be able to pick from. The next thing you're going to do is move up to level 2. And in this instance, you're going to take 2 cards and maybe say, okay, I'm going to get rid of that card and I want to upgrade that card. Well, you're going to be able to pick one of these cards, but the other one doesn't go away. This one goes into your deck, this one goes away, and then your player board, which will show all the different player boards, you're actually going to be able to use the ability underneath here, which is going to make you a lot more powerful. Okay, so how are you going to build up your deck? There's so many different ways and so many different variances of how you build up and how you play this, because each game is never the same. There's different techniques. There are actually 22 heroes in this game, and you can team up different types of heroes to have different, they all do different things together, and combinations together. Let's go down to the table. I'm going to explain a little bit further how things are, and we really want to take a look at these beautiful miniatures and take a look at all the different player cards. Now, as I was talking about this player board, you're going to pay certain coins to upgrade, and you're only ever going to use your 5 cards at all times. It's how you're going to upgrade them and make a difference. Once you play this card and then you reveal it, it's going to go into here. So that's kind of going to help your opponent in a way, because after he sees a couple of cards for a couple of turns, he's going to start to try to figure out how he is going, you know, what card is coming next, and try to counteract that with his card. You're going to be doing the same thing. So there's a ton of strategy that goes on here. And as you lay down more cards, the more you're going to kind of start figuring out, you know, what is next. Now, you can upgrade your cards all the way until you get to this ultimate card. There's only one of these, and hopefully you can get this into your hand. And this card, well, it's just ultimate. I mean, that's the best way to say it. The thing that's just amazing is the diversity of all these different cards and all the different things that they're going to do. Some are for defense value. See, you're going to have a high defense value with a move value. Initiative is going to be lower. You're going to have some with just attack value, which, as you can see, attack 7. There's no dice in this. So everything is strategically done, and you've got to be on your game when you're playing this, as you are trying to move and conquer each and every area. The art is absolutely unbelievable for a prototype. I mean, the art on these cards is just fantastic, and I have found that this character is actually one of my favorites already, which during the campaign I'm going to be doing a live paint to help them out, and basically I'm going to show you how to paint the minions and some of the heroes. There are a whole bunch of different heroes, and we're going to take a look at those in a moment. Now, as you can see, Miska, the Sky Ronin, you have all these different types of cards. Tiger Claw, Trinkets the Scavenger, which is just cool. This guy is just cool. Swift the Marksman, Wasp the War Maiden, Whisper the Outcast. I mean, just tons and tons of beautiful art. And this is only a prototype. This is not the final go around. You guys are going to determine that. Bane the Bounty Hunter, Airship Captain, Arenas the Tide Master, Brogan the Destroyer, Dodger the Warlock, Garius the Gladiator, Hanu the Trickster, Igna the Mad, and then of course under here I actually Nim the Dragon Monk. So many different variances. So all these are what they're going to do is give different variances in this game. This is a MOBA, so as you get all these different decks and start to find out who works better with who, it's almost, you know, with almost close to 22 characters and probably more by the time they're done, it's really just sets up a different type of strategy, because neither game is not the same. Now, these are prototypes, and these are absolutely beautiful heroes, and I wanted to show you some of the ideas that are just going through these Wolf's Designs heads. I mean, these are just phenomenal in what they've done here, and we're going to be painting these, and I'm just so excited to do this for these guys, because this is just a beautiful, smart, and intelligent game that you're going to want to back. Okay, the Kickstarter is coming soon. I believe that originally they had it planned for the 28th of April, but that may get moved up, and you know, if it does, I will notify you guys for sure. But look at these just absolutely beautiful sculpts, just done so smart, and you know, it just adds more of a theme to this. All I can say is, after looking at all this, I mean, even the minions, look at these guys, huh? Just absolutely beautiful. There's only one thing to do. Let's go up top and get my final thoughts on Guards of Atlantis 2. Wow. I'm going to tell you something. For a prototype, this is the best prototype I've ever seen in my life. And the gameplay on this is just absolutely phenomenal. Now, a few years ago, I got to play Guards of Atlantis with Sam Healy. We were at a convention, and I thought this game was fantastic, and I really liked it. He was sitting there, he had just gotten it, and we were taking a look at it, and it was just so beautifully done, and it was just a lot of fun. This is just so much better. I mean, there's so many improvements here. The quality, the boards I really like. It just plays so smooth, and there's just so many heroes and so many variances. Now, you could play it one person versus one person, but it really works best with 4 people. But the experience with 2 players is just as rewarding. The game plays about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Just very well done. Again, support this. It's coming to Kickstarter very soon. You're not going to be disappointed. We're going to be doing live painting during the campaign, you know, to promote the game even more. And I love MOBAs, and this gives everything and more, and just more. Now, you're going to want to check this out. We'll keep you informed when it goes up and live. Support this. I really don't think you're going to be disappointed. Until next time, it's your old pal Rob saying, we'll see you.